But say for them, pro-life is more than just politics. It's a set of values they treasure.
How are we pro-life in education? How are we pro-life when we're talking about refugees or undocumented immigrants? How are we pro-life when we talk about the environment and our duty to be a steward of it? So to me, that extends not just beyond this one little checked box of a political topic.
Trump was pro-choice once. Does that bother you?
I've been told very close to not being on this earth. I was adopted when I was 3. I grew up in a group home. And so, like, being pro-choice for me is a huge aversion. And I think there's just other alternatives.
The group is also passionate about immigration reform, favoring a path to citizenship. Megan Smith from Spartanburg. Trump has made this campaign about anger and fear, which don't coincide with her Christian beliefs.
As Christians, we're not called to act on our fear or our anger. We're called to act on our love. The Bible tells us that love casts out all fear, so we need to look for candidates who are going to, I think, encourage us to do better and be better and love others.
For these voters, it's not about electing a president to restore Christian America.
I don't think we're looking for a pastor-in-chief. I don't think we're looking for somebody to restore a certain set of spiritual values in a president. I think we just want somebody who will respect our faith and will allow us to practice it freely.
And for this group, that someone isn't Ted Cruz or Donald Trump.
Is anybody here supporting Donald Trump? Raise your hand. None of you. Are there any Ted Cruz fans? Nobody.
They think Cruz is running a dirty campaign and say despite his evangelical roots, he's against the teachings of Jesus on poverty, war, and how to treat strangers.
His foreign policy is very militant. He's not embodying Christian values because this extreme nationalism and xenophobia are against the teachings of Jesus.
Some here have the same problem with Trump and question more than his policies.
When he holds his Bible up and says it's his favorite book, I mean, do any of you buy that about Donald Trump?
No.
Well, he knows he has to do that to win the Republican.